Welcome back, everyone. Today we got a couple other new cards that are being released from the Blaze Dominion Booster set. And this is going to be some Fairy Tale support. So all you Fairy Tale duelists out there, you're going to have some new upgrades here. All right, let's get to it. Okay, our first card is called Fairy Tale Machile. It's a level 4 light spellcaster monster. Attack 1850, defense 1000. You can only use the first, second, and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. Number 1. If a spellcaster monster with 1850 original attack is on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand or graveyard. Also, you can add special summon for the rest of this turn except spellcaster monsters. 2. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add one fairy tale spell or trap from your deck to your hand. And 3. You can pay 500 life point. The name of one effect monster your opponent controls becomes Fairy Prince. Okay, this is not bad. I like the second effect that if you normal or special summon, if this guy is normal or special summon, you can add one fairy tale spell trap from your deck to your hand. This is not bad. And I like the artwork. Very nice. Look at that. Right, our next one, oh, it's a fusion monster, the next one. Okay. This one is called Weaver of Fairy Tale Tales. It's a level Earth spellcaster fusion. Attack 1850, defense 1000. Materials are one fairy tale monster plus one spellcaster monster. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. 1. During your main phase, you can special summon one fairy tale monster from your deck or banishment. 2. If you have normal or special summon a non-earth fairy tale monster or monsters, while this monster is on the field, you can target one effect monster your opponent controls. Negate its effect. Also, its name becomes Fairy Prince. And 3. Any Fairy Prince on the field becomes a spellcaster monster. Okay, this is not bad. And man, look at that artwork. Very cool. Oh man, all right, number next one is another fusion. This one is called Chronicle of Fairy Tale Tales. Level 4 Earth Spellcaster Fusion Effect Monster. Attack 1850, defense 1000. The materials are one light fairy tale monster plus one spellcaster monster. You can only use the first and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. 1. If this card is fusion summoned during using Fairy Prince as material, you can destroy as many cards your opponent controls as possible. And if you do, inflict 500 damage to them for each. 2. Your Fairy Tale monsters cannot be destroyed by battle. And 3. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can banish one Fairy Tale card from your hand or graveyard, except Fairy Tale Tales. Negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Oh man. That second, wait, yeah, that first effect is pretty cool. If it's fusion summon using a fairy prince as materials, you can destroy as many cards you're putting control as possible. And if you do, oh, and you get 500 damage to them for each card that's destroyed. This is not bad. There's like a field wipe right there. You can destroy as many cards your opponent control. You can wipe their whole field right there with this effect. Very nice. Oh man, that is cool. Okay. Our next one is an XYZ monster. Okay. This one is called Fairy Tale Wickcat. It's a rank dark spellcaster. Attack is 1850, defense 1000. The materials are two level 4 spellcaster monsters. You can only use the second and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. 1. Fairy Tale monsters you control whose original attributes light are unaffected by your opponent's activated effects. 2. You can detach up to 2 materials from this card. Send that many Fairy Tale cards from your deck to the graveyard except Fairy Tale Tales. And 3. If this card is in your graveyard, quick effect. You can target one Fairy Tale monster you control whose original attribute is light. Special summon this card, and if you do, send that monster to the graveyard. This is not bad either. Damn, not bad, not bad. All right, our next, oh, this one's a spell card. Look at that artwork. Very cool. Reading to little kids for a fairy tale book. Cool. All right, let's get to this one. This one is called Fairy Tale Long Long Ago. It's a quick play spell card. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. Number 1. Special summon up to one light fairy tale monster with different names each from your hand, graveyard, and or banishment. Also, you can add special summon for the rest of this turn except spellcaster monsters. 2. If this card is sent to the graveyard except from the field or becomes banished, you can set it, but it cannot be deactivated. Cannot be activated unless you control a fairy tale monster. Okay. Our next one is also another spell. This one is it's a field spell. Okay. This one is called Fairy Tale Ball. Field spell card. You can only activate one card with this card's names per turn. 1. When this card resolves, you can add one Fairy Tale monster of fairy tale tales from your deck or banishment to your hand. 2. Your fairy tale monsters can attack directly. And 3. Once per turn, if your opponent special summons monsters, and you control a fairy tale monster, you can target one effect monster your opponent controls, negate its effect. Also, its name becomes Fairy Prince. Not bad. Uh, Let's go to the next one. Oh, I like this one. Look at this. Dark Work looks cool. Bunch of ribbons here. Okay, this one is called Tales of Fairy Tale. It's an equip spell card. You can only use the third effect of this card's name once per turn. 1. The equipped monster gains 1000 attack. 2. Once per turn, you can fusion summon one spellcaster fusion monster from your actual deck using monsters from your hand or field. You can also use any fairy prince your opponent controls. 3. If this card is in the graveyard, you can equip it to a fairy tale monster on the field. Then immediately after this effect resolve, you can normal summon one spell monster with 18-15 attack points. This is not bad. I like that second effect though, because it states that you can fusion summon this or one spell fusion monster from your actual deck using monsters from your hand or field, and you can also use any fairy prince your opponent controls. And I know one of these other cards turns your opponent's monsters into a fairy prince. I think it was this one over here. Let me see. Yeah, exactly. See, the second effect of this one states you can target an effect monster your opponent controls, negate its effect. Also, its name becomes Fairy Prince. So you basically could turn one of your opponent's monsters into a Fairy Prince, and then you can use this card and use your opponent's monster as material to then summon your own monster from your extra deck. So you're basically stealing their monster and using it as a material and getting rid of the monsters like that. This is not bad though. This was kind of cool. That is not bad though. So I'm not I don't use a fairy tale deck, so I'm not sure how these fairy tales work. So if you guys, you expert fairy tale duelists out there, if you think what you guys think about these cards, you think it's gonna be a good upgrade for the deck? Do you? And I think Fairy Tale Snow is an important card also, but I think it's currently banned from the. Yeah, I think it is banned from the CCG. So you guys think they're gonna bring it back? Maybe they might bring it, take it out of the ban list, bring it back. I don't know, but anyways, let me know what you guys think about it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give me a like. If subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you all on the next video. And make sure you have a good one. What was locals for cards? Yeah, we run this show. New packs drop and we're ready to go. Grab that box for the rush breakthrough. Hit subscribe.